Starlight's purpose is to deliver happiness to seriously ill children and their families, to give them moments of normalcy, to escape whatever injury or illness they're battling.
Starlight has a lot of programs that help us build that bridge between kids really instantly.
When you're in the hospital, the days are long days, and the more we have to distract us and to entertain us, the quicker it is that we recover.
What I love about Starlight is the simplicity of the programs. You can literally see a child's face come to life when they put on one of our gowns, when they play with the fun centre, when they're immersed in our virtual experience world.
There's a direct correlation between happiness and outcomes after surgery. Patients that are engaged recover smoother and quicker and faster.
And it just takes the conversation away from the next scan or the next treatment or the next dressing change.
It's like a little escape for us as parents also.
And when I was playing with her, I felt very overjoyed because it was taking away my sister's pain.
One of the great strengths of Starlight is our network of hospitals and paediatric centres across the country. It's about 800 in our network that we work with.
20 years ago, we started partnering with Starlight Children's Foundation. They provide so many amazing programs to benefit seriously ill children and hospitalized children.
Everything around them as far as hospital equipment is totally unfamiliar, and so when they see something like a Nintendo roll into the room, they kind of say, oh, I didn't know that kind of stuff was allowed here.
When I'm having my treatments, they bring one of those in, and I'm just like, time to play.
It does help in the healing process because it makes him happy.
By us delivering happiness, we know that it shortens hospital stays, it improves health outcomes, and lowers the cost of care.
Starlight makes an enormous difference to patients and families.
It's all part of getting better.
And they're not just their injury, they're not just their illness, they're still a kid. And so this really allows them to still be a kid while they're in the hospital.
The more we partner with others like the Starlight Children's Foundation, the better we can do our job and the better we can take care of the kids every day.
We bring to kids that are seriously ill moments where they can be a kid.
Hi, everyone. Wait, what are you LOLing, Agnew? Why are you LOLing? OEOS, thank you so much for the raid. I super appreciate it. Thank you for bringing your friends by. 115 stream streak. Holy crap. It should be measured in years. That is a lot. That is, yeah, 115. Yeah. Yeah, we have 5 hours, 13 minutes left in the timer. Hi, baby. I know. Oh, you're so, oh, thank you for the kisses. I know. And this may be the last time you see Bonnie because she is meeting with her potential forever family on Saturday. I know, she's such a good girl. Hello, Malfunct. How are you? Okay. All right. Yeah, isn't she a pretty girl? She's such a good girl. All right. I'm just gonna put you over here. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Treats? Would you like a treat? Let's see if she takes a treat. Would you like a treat, ma'am? Yeah. I bet you do. Here you are, honey. Oh, she says, thank you for the treat, Minnie Mama. Yeah. I really hope that she does well on Saturday and she loves her her new family. Let's see. And let's ban you. It's been so long since I've banned someone. Ban. Haha. And deny. There we go. Yeah, no, she's definitely feeling a lot more comfortable. She's definitely feeling a lot better. So she is starting to eat the treats, which is quite nice. It means that she's starting to feel more comfortable. So, yeah. Yeah, he left yesterday morning. So yeah, so streaming yesterday, Mike wasn't here either. So he got to say his goodbyes before he left. He wasn't planning on pitching a lot this tournament. For those of you that aren't aware, my husband plays softball, and he's on his annual trip to Columbus for a big softball tournament. So she's doing well. She's surprisingly doing well without him, because she had bonded to him and loved him and followed him around. It had nothing to do with me when he was around. But no, she's doing well. As you can see, she took a treat, which means that she's okay and she's not too nervous. So she's fine. So he had an issue today. He was going to not play that much. He was just going to take it easy until the guy that was pitching broke his wrist today. So now he has to pitch this weekend, and he's not happy about it. She's building a blanket fort. She is, isn't she? She's such a good girl. Oh, she may be looking for more treats. That's funny. All right, so let me go to that one and resume. And let's start working on Daisy. All right, so we left off yesterday with the first 8 rows done. I just have to do the next 9 rows. Right? Yeah, apparently they had there's a pitch that it was a pitch that was hit back at him, and he went to catch it, and it hit his wrist and shattered his wrist. So, hopefully he got medical insurance. Unless he's just gonna tape it up and wait till he gets home and go to the doctor at home. Because remember, we're in Canada and they're in the States and this happened. So, yeah. Yeah. Are you a very pretty girl? You are a pretty girl. I know, I love you. I'm really excited for Saturday. I hope that you get your forever home. Yeah, and it's funny. So Mike never gets travel insurance, and we actually got some this trip for him. So yeah. So I hopefully Drew got some travel insurance, some medical insurance. I mean, and it's not that expensive. I think the policy we got for Mike for the weekend was like $35. Towards the blue, and if something happens like that, it saves so much money. I mean, worst case, I think they're 3 hours from the border. Someone can drive him across the border and take him to the hospital in Windsor tonight. So, luckily, it's just a break. It's not like anything super, super bad, right? Exactly, Malfunct. Hopefully, because he got the insurance, he's not going to get injured at all. Okay, so there's that. And hopefully I don't have any other issues with this pattern. Bookworm is going to have a field day trying to read all my notes for this one. Whenever they do the pattern. Okay, white, and this is where I had issues last time. Alright, so towards the white. Towards the white. And towards the white. There we go. And then towards the gold. Towards the background. Oh, let me turn on my iron. And this. Okay, and then this is going to the right. Yeah, I completely agree. Hopefully they don't have any other issues at all. And of course, today is the first day. Oh, he never told me if they won or lost. Sorry, Jordan is going for an interview in a few days, so she's asking me about what she should wear. Okay. I just realized I don't know if he won or lost, and I forgot to ask him. Because we were too busy talking about his friend breaking his wrist. And of course, because he breaks it in the freaking States. Oh, you know what I forgot to do from the Raiders? Hi, Raiders! Because you came in during the very beginning, I didn't get to say hi. Hi, I'm Toni. I'm a professional quilter. I do this for a living. I have my own line of pixelated quilt patterns you can find in stores around the world, or you can get them from me as a PDF at quiltoni.com. In the stream, you get quilting, sewing, animals, and charity. And we are currently streaming for Starlight in our annual stream that may never end. Every $5 that you donate to Starlight gets 2 minutes on that clock, which is why that clock is running. And as long as that clock is running, I am streaming almost on a daily basis, which normally I just stream 2 days a week, 2 hours, that's it. So I stream almost on a daily basis until that timer is gone. And we practice safe sewing here. So the moment that I get tired, I pause the clock and we continue it on the next day. Why is it the lost streamer? Okay, next. Alright, and then this is going up. This is towards the blue. So I need to go towards the brown. Hey, look, we reached her hair. Brown. Brown. Alright, I've got to work backwards because I don't want to re-iron these. So it's going up. So I need to go down. So I need to go up towards the brown. There we go. No reasons at all. Alright, and then this is going up, so I need to go down towards the gold. Perfect. That's the last one I have left. And then up towards the white. So I do need to re-iron this one. Nope. Yeah, I had a super, super busy day today. I recorded that podcast that I was telling you guys about. It's going to air in June, so when that airs, I'll make sure that I share it. And then after that, I had a meeting with Origins that went really well. Really excited for it. Okay, and then towards the black. Is there anyone in chat right now, because over the next week I have to figure out classes for Origins. Is there anyone in chat right now that goes to Origins? Okay, to the left. Because I need to figure out what classes would do well at Origins. Well, yeah, no Origins for you. You do Gen Con. And I've never been to Origins. I get different things from different people about it. Some people say it's just like Gen Con, but on a smaller basis, which is nice because then you can have more interactions. There are some people that say, nope, nothing like Gen Con. It's its own completely different thing. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't help. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. If you guys suddenly got rich, I have a list of conventions for you to go to. All right, when Minnie comes back, how much you want to bet the debate about blood is if her finger is bleeding, if she has to go to the doctor or not. I don't have any scabs. I don't know. They're all different colors. It depends. They could be brown, they could be red. It all depends upon how big the wound is and how it heals. The question is, does it hurt? If you push the scab, if it hurts, that is a problem. I mean, something else is going on. If it doesn't hurt, don't worry about it. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. I don't know, has anyone had a purple scab before? And if anyone is like, what are you talking about? So Minnie injured her finger. Saw a specialist. And apparently now they are arguing about if she needs to go to the doctor or not. Yeah. Yeah, if it's less swollen, it doesn't hurt. I wouldn't worry about it. That's the thing, right? I definitely... And it could be purple if it's more bruised than scab. Alright, this is the fun row that I have a ton of changes to. There, that's towards the black, so we need to go towards the black for brown. Okay, and then a brown. Alright, and then a white and a brown. Okay, I've got that. A white and a green. So I need to go towards the white with the green. Okay, hold on. Nope, they're both that way. Okay, you re-iron it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. As long as there's no inflammation, as long as there's no pain, and if it's getting better, then I wouldn't worry about the color. Okay, towards the white, and then towards the white, towards the black, with blackened skin. And then orange. There we go. Okay, and then a skin. Okay, and then black and brown. It's going up there, so I need to go towards the brown, towards the background. Oops, I gotta re-iron this one. Now, and Agnew, there is a difference between being stubborn and being super overly cautious. In this case, I think it's fine. I think Minnie is fine, and I am the first person to go to the doctor when things go wrong, and I yell at my husband whenever he doesn't. So, like, his wrist was bothering him for a while, and so he went to the doctor, and the doctor said he had tendinitis, and gave him a prescription for a brace that he wanted him to wear. He still hasn't gotten it, and that was almost 2 weeks ago. And now he's playing softball this weekend. Like, oh, I was mad. I'm like, you need to get this brace. He goes, well, no, not until after the tournament. Like, it's not going to help. I'm like, yes, it will, if you wear it while you sleep. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, with all of my experience with doctors and hospitals and everything, I have learned whenever you need to, you go to the doctor and you do what the doctor says. Oh my gosh, did you... I mean, if she wants to cosplay as 9.5, that's her choice, Agnew. I will never forget whenever, so one of the softball leagues that my husband plays in is a farm league. So it's with a bunch of farmers. And one of the guys ran into something or fell, I don't know what happened, but he had a huge gash on his leg that was like busted open. And he's like, I'm not going to the doctor, it's fine, I'm gonna rub some mustard on it. I'm like, what? And sure enough, we went back to the other guy's house and had hot dogs. He grabbed some mustard, put some mustard on it, and rubbed it in. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, oh yeah, mustard will take care of it. That's actually an old, what is it, old wives? Yeah, please don't avoid doctors. Yeah, no, it's seriously, apparently it is a remedy to, there's something in mustard that helps stop bleeding, and it has an antibiotic in it of some kind. I mean, the next time I saw him a few weeks later, it was healed, so I don't know. I was shocked. Okay, and this is towards the black. Okay, and then a black. Alright, what is this? A skin and white. Towards the black. They are barking at something up there. Okay, and then do one of these. And then one of those. And then black. Okay, and then one of these. Perfect. And this is to the left. Yeah, no, you're right, Agnew. Yeah, you're right, it is probably the vinegar. But no, but he threw on the modern, I don't know what it was. Yeah. Gave you Motrin and drink more water. Yeah. Okay. Just because a doctor you've gone to is a bad doctor does not mean you avoid all doctors. But it worked, is what I'm saying, Malfunct. Yeah, if you're gonna be a doctor, you need to have empathy for your patients. I'm sorry, that's just part of the job. Oh, yeah. Okay, well that's... If they're not a doctor, then yeah, no, they're not gonna have empathy. Yep. Yeah, I can see that. Oh my gosh, Whiskey is just barking up a storm. It's funny, so this actually bothers Mike when he does this. So if Mike is upstairs working out, he will actually come and ask me to get Whiskey because it annoys him when he constantly barks. I'm like, whatever. Doesn't bother me. Whiskey is going to go on Saturday, though, to the rescue event. And after Miss Bonnie meets her potential forever family, we are going to hang out for a while, for a few hours, and talk about the rescue. Okay, to the right. Yes, yes, call your general practitioner, please, Malfunct. We already had this discussion. I don't want you to die. You're my friend. So you gotta take care of your body. Please. Oh, did we ever get a shout out for OEOS whenever they came in on the raid? If not, can we get a shout out for them, please? Please go give OEOS a follow. Okay, good. I am glad you covered most of the don't die things. That's what I keep telling my husband. Please go to the doctor because I've already broken you in. I've already trained you the way that I want you. So please don't make me do this again. It is so hard to find that perfect person that you can get the way that you want them. Thank you, Minnie. Yes, enjoy your life. I completely agree. Alright, so this is going towards the black. So I need to go towards the black. And then towards the black with the combo. Just making sure there's only one. Okay, and then one of those. Okay, and then towards the black, so I've got to re-iron this one. Okay. Right? Like, starting all over again would suck. Yeah, if you have a persistent odd feeling in your fingertips, it's probably circulation. Okay, and this is to the left. Malfucked. Oh, they lost the game today. Okay. So, Mike just messaged me. Oh, that's good, Malfunked. That is fantastic. So, Mike just told me that his next game is at 8:30. So, I may stop just before 8:30 then, so I can go and watch his game, because he is live streaming it on Facebook. Because if I can watch the whole thing, I'll try to keep track of the score. Yeah, it's actually not tomorrow, it's tonight at 8:30, because that's the way that some of these tournaments go sometimes. Okay, and then one of these. Yes, it is 6:21 right now, Malfunct. It is not a long ways away. Towards the brown. You know what, I'm going to bring these down closer so I don't have to keep reaching back there. Okay, towards the brown. One of those. One of those. That. Okay, and then there. And then I need to go towards the back, towards the brown. That. Last one of that. That. And then towards the background. Okay, and this is to the right. Oh, wow. Why was it extended? Because of flights? Because they couldn't go through, they couldn't fly through Iraq? Iran? Whatever is happening over there? Iran. Yes. Oh, yep. Yeah, so it is because of the war. I actually saw that because London, we have a high population of people from India. And so I did see that Quilter Airlines were canceling a lot of their flights until they could file new flight paths. Did they at least enjoy their extra 2 weeks in India? Hopefully it didn't cost them too much extra money. Freaking dog. That's going towards the flag. Okay, there's that. There. Green. There. And the windows are closed too. I don't even know what he's barking at. Uh-oh. Alright, I am out of black pieces. I gotta recount these. Oh, that sucks. So, how did they get back then if it was booked a month out? That's awesome if they didn't have additional housing expenses. Alright, so let's recount these black solids. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, okay, 19. What do I have? I have 18. Yep, so I miscounted. Okay, so it's 19. Alright, let me cut one more. I don't have one cut already, do I? Nice. Well, I am very happy that they were able to get a different flight. And it didn't cost them too much money. Did they have travel insurance that paid for the extra cost? Or did they just suck it up and pay it? Okay, and this is to the left. I'm gonna change this. See, I don't think there's any additional whites now. I think it's just the one. Oh, nope, right here, white and skin. Okay, so white and black and white and skin. Got it. Yeah. Remember the phone call I had to take yesterday? It was a friend of mine that lives in Australia that normally comes out for H&H. And because of all of the uncertainty and everything that's been happening, so she was going to come out for both the Fiber and Fabric Craft Festival and for H&H. She wanted my opinion because my friends know me, and they know I'm always going to give them 100% honesty of how I feel and what I think they should do for their business. I'm never going to be like, oh my gosh, I miss you, I need to see you, you have to spend all this money to come see me, if it's not good for their business. So I told her don't come. Because apparently H&H and the Fiber and Fabric Crafts Festival are offering 100% refund to anyone outside the US if they're not comfortable coming. And that's why I love that organization so much. No, I don't think you were here yesterday either, Malfunct. Yeah, you're really far from Indy. I don't know if you can drive there. Nicely, I mean. Hopefully by the time Gen Con rolls around, all of this air stuff is taken care of. It just sucks. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to do that. Not for a fun convention. There we go. Yeah, and so when I go to Gen Con, if I went from my house, it's only like 5 hours. It's pretty close. It's not far at all. But I have to go to Maryland first because I've got to pick up a bunch of stuff from Maryland, and I pick up Nicole. And I bring her with me. And from Maryland to Indianapolis, it's like, oh my god, how far is that? I think it's 11 hours. It may be 12. But yeah, but it's definitely almost twice as long, if not more. Alright, let me get sewing. Hey, kitties! Oh no, that is the Delta. Delta's doing that. So that was nope, wrong one. That was a perk that Delta did. It's up to each airline. And it's from the airline, not from TSA or from the airports. So Delta has discontinued that quick pass service for Congress until they fix the TSA stuff. So that they get to stand in the TSA lines. Okay, so it's 9.5, so maybe it's not 10, 11 hours. Maybe it is 9.5. I don't know. All I know is that whenever I don't have a gig at a store in the area, I have to leave super, super early or leave the day before, because I have to get there before 6 o'clock on Tuesday so that we can get the parking pass for the trailer and I can get my exhibitor badges so that we can load it on Wednesday. Yeah, well, hopefully hopefully Agnew, that forces them to actually do something about the freaking TSA stuff. Yeah, it was actually Delta's decision. I don't know about other companies, if they do the same thing. But you know how airport personnel, pilots, flight attendants, they have a special quick pass that they can go around and avoid most of the stuff. That's what they basically gave the same thing to members of Congress. So Delta would give them that special pass in order to go around and do the quick stuff. And hopefully, because Delta did it, other ones follow. What I think is interesting is a lot of people are just discovering that even existed. The members of Congress even got that perk. But I don't know. I do hope they give it back if they figure this stuff out. And they fund Homeland Security, including TSA. Yes. Yes, because it is not just TSA, it's all of Homeland Security. So you guys are absolutely correct. We do want to be very careful where we tread on that discussion. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is that it's all grouped into the same heading under Homeland Security. Yeah, Coast Guard's part of Homeland Security. Like, it's... Why is that all under the same funding? That's awesome, kitties. Exactly. It's just the entire political landscape in the US right now is just completely screwed up. It's been that way for a while. Between the games of the I will only support this thing if you support my thing, and the gerrymandering, it's gotten bad. Yep. The whole system is just screwed up. They just need to, like, scrap the whole thing and start over. Oh, yeah. Right, Minnie? Hi, Calamity. Yeah, no, Coast Guard is part of the Homeland Security. So they're not getting paid either. This is why I could never, ever, ever, ever go into politics. Because I would never compromise myself, and so I could never get anything done, because no one would work with me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Malfucked. What do you mean they're getting paid but they can't buy anything they need? Does that mean... I don't understand what that means. So they're getting paid, they're getting money, but why can't... Is it because the commissaries are closed, or... Oh, so that's what people... Okay, so the supply... Okay. Okay. So not them personally, but they can't get any of the things that they need to protect the coast, because that part is part of the... So they're getting they are getting paid, but they're working with bare bones things. That makes sense. Okay, they need to include the TSA in that. Like, at least the salary is a TSA. That's just crap. Oh, I guess it's been an hour already. I got another ad over on Twitch. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look to see when the election is in Maryland. To see if I can drive down and vote. Because I am still registered there. Yep. Yeah, I agree, Minnie. What are we doing after Daisy? Oh, the next one's an easy one. It's a cracking egg. And then after the cracking egg, oh, it's the 50. The 50 coin. And then the Mario flag. So we're definitely going to get to the cracking egg, probably the 50 coin. Yeah, the cracking egg was actually one of Bookworm's. Oh, wait. What? I just realized it was Bookworm that said that. That was your choice. Bookworm pretending like it wasn't them. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is to the right, and that is 8. Alright, so I think I can finish Daisy tonight, but if I can't, it's fine. I plan on streaming on Sunday. I'll finish up Daisy, and then we'll probably get to and finish the cracking egg Sunday. Because that I can get done within 2 to 3 hours. because it's a nice, easy block. Okay, and this is number 10, so this is going to the left. Exactly. Yeah, that makes me very happy. But there's a few easy ones lined up, so I can get through them quickly. I mean, we had 3, one after the other, and it takes a long time to get the Magic Koopa, and then Rosalina, and then Daisy. But I've got to go in the order that they were donated for. So the people that donated for them get them. Because remember, if I don't get to the mini quilter block before time runs out, you're not getting it as a pattern. Oh, I forgot to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is to the right, and then this is 8. Good. And this is to the right, so that needs to go to the left. Four, 5, and 6. And this is to the right. Nope, we finally have an odd one. This one's going to have 5 pieces because it has 1 piece left over. So I'll leave apart that first one. It's almost time for me to buy a really big bottle of this again. Unless I switch to flatter. Which I may do. I really like Best Press. Best Press is amazing, but flatter is Canadian made. And it's basically the same stuff. And I try to support Canada made products when I can. Especially small businesses. Oh, it's so hard. It's so freaking hard in the US to support Canada businesses. I was talking to my husband the other day about how my online sales have trickled to almost nothing now because I can't ship to the US anymore. Okay, and then left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. It just really sucks. Because we have built this global economy and started to rely on a lot of factors that go into it. And it just sucks. Okay. Up. Yeah. Yeah, we can't ship it to the US anymore. It's just not feasible. Oh, that reminds me. I need to make a post sometime at the beginning of April, and I need to send an email out that if people are going to Fiber and Fabric Craft Show, I am going to open up my store to quote-unquote local pickup. Basically, you have to come and pick it up at my booth at the craft show. Just like I do at Gen Con normally. So what I'm going to do is set up a local pickup, and then the local pickup, I'll have it on there as the must be able to pick up at Fiber and Fabric Craft Festival. And then that way, if anyone wants any special fabric or kits or anything else, I can make sure that I cut it up and package it up and bring it with me. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm very, very happy with our Prime Minister right now. Carney is doing a good job in my eyes. He has been dealt a really sucky hand, but he's handling it well. You know what? That sounds like a great idea. Oh, excuse me. That sounds like a great idea, Malfung. It's funny, one of the questions that she asked for the podcast today was do I take an annual, what do I do for relaxation? What is my annual recharge? And I laughed. And they said, with me, I travel so often, I do so much, I can't. I can't take the time to do that. So what I do is I set aside time in between my obligations to find time to enjoy myself. Like Patrick Pirate doesn't know it yet, but we're going to the Chicago Art Museum while we're there. Because the Fiber and Fabric Craft Festival, I'm working from Wednesday to Sunday. Sunday is breakdown. Monday is break day. That's basically the day that the convention uses to reset itself from the Fiber and Fabric Craft Festival to H&H. And then Tuesday is setup day for H&H. So Monday, there's a whole bunch of us that are all going to go to downtown Chicago and go to the art museums. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I haven't been there yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. So a bunch of my friends in the industry are all going. We're going to have a good time. And then, of course, when I go and do the Run Disney stuff, I take the time to go enjoy the parks. Yeah. Well, see, I've done almost all the outdoor stuff. I've gone to the pier. I've roamed downtown because I used to do C2E2 every year, and I used to do Wizard World Chicago. So I've always done stuff like that, like the evening stuff, the after show stuff, or after we set up, we go do stuff. But I've never gone to the art museum because it's only open during the day until a certain hour. And I've never been free during the day while I've been in Chicago. So it'll be nice. It'll be a nice thing to do. Oh, there's outdoor artwork at the museum? Oh, that's fun, Malfung. The last time I was there, Swan took me someplace downtown where we had a really nice dinner. We went to the miniature golf, really cool place. That was the stuff with the themed indoor miniature golf stuff. And then we went to, I tried to find an arcade. We went there, but it wasn't great. I didn't know there was outdoor artwork at the art museum. I'm excited now. I hope it's nice weather. I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be the first Monday of May. So crossing my fingers. Yeah, so free comic book day is gonna be the Saturday at Fiber Fabric Craft Festival. I think that's the day I'm teaching how to do a dice bag. I think I asked them, hey, can we do this? I don't remember though. Yeah, that is where the bean is at the art museum. I've never actually gone to the bean. I've seen it in passing as I drove by. But because I've never actually been to the art museum, I've never physically touched the bean. Okay. Nice. Malfucked. I mean, if you want to use that against me, whatever. Yeah, and I'm going with a couple of people that have been there before. So I'm excited. I never used to like art museums at all. It actually wasn't until I got into quilting that I started liking art museums. Cuz then you can see the different things that inspire people. It's really cool. What kind of game is Midtown Madness? I don't think I've seen that one. Oh, okay. I'll never forget during the shutdowns, Mike started playing, oh, what was that game? The one, it's a first-person shooter, but you can have it be on third-person shooter, where a virus destroys the world. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. And he played a lot of it. And it's set in Washington, D.C. So I remember watching him as he would play it, going, hey, I know that area. Oh, look at that area. Oh, look at that area. And it was super accurate. Like, he would go into the arena where the Capitals play, and I'm like, yep, that's there. Yep, that little thing right there. Yep, that exists. It's gonna drive me crazy until I think of it. And I think it was released like 2 years before the pandemic. So it wasn't a brand new game. And I think it's funny, he got through the stir craziness of being in a pandemic by playing a game that was about a pandemic. All that to say, I can absolutely see that. I can see how playing a game and exploring a city, right, Malfunct? It is, it's driving me crazy. Hello, Schnauzerama. I don't want to Google it. Man, that is gonna drive me crazy. All right, I gotta Google it. Yes, Benny did play a lot of it. Okay. Division. No, hold on. Because that's not it. No, I Googled, it also came up on me for Division 2, but I don't think that's it. It may be. No, it is Division. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's Division. Nope. Yep. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Yeah. Yep. No, it was Division. I have always had problems finding words and substituting wrong words. But yeah, no. Since that first time I got COVID, it's gotten worse. Wait, you're getting a new dollar bill? Really? Come on. I have no words. I have no words for that. I looked up the article and it's true. I know. This is exactly why I told my friend in Australia, save your money, do not go to the US. I can't. Hey, we're under 4 hours. All right, change the topic. We're under 4 hours for the stream that may never end. I am excited. Exclamation donate or exclamation starlights. Every $5 that you donate to Starlight adds 2 minutes of this clock and forces me to continue sewing. Oh, why did I do that? There. Stay there. 2, 3, 4. And this is number 9. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. There we go. To the right. Beautiful. Good guess, Malfucked. So, and just to remind you, I am not streaming tomorrow. I am taking the day off so that I can play video games with my friends tomorrow night. And Saturday I am not streaming because Whiskey and I are going to a rescue event in Guelph. And just before that rescue event, Miss Bonnie is meeting her potential adopters.
I push it. I push it again. I push it again and again and again and again.
Don't overdo it, Plucky. Once is enough.
All right. Let me lay these out and see who did a thing. Who did a thing? Snozorama. Snozorama. That is $100, ma'am. That is a one. Oh, crap. Crap. All right. I know what I put in front of you. All right. Let me get into mix it up. Okay. Snozorama, which scene would you like to have permanent access to? You can pick one scene, or if the scene is dog cam, you can elect to be modded. Would you like to be a mod? To have access to main cam, mat cam, dog cam? Would you like just access to dog cam? You don't want the responsibilities of mod. Or do you want access to close cam? Okay, you want the doggos. Do you want modded? You want modded. All right, that's easy then. I don't have to do anything in my thing. I'll just mod you. Mod. Because Snozorama donated $100 to have permanent access to the dog cam to change the camera anytime that she wants. That didn't work. I have to do a slash. Oh, wait. Hold on. I can right click. I can click on you. Mod. Haha, I forgot what these new things. I can just do that. All right, Snozorama, say something. Waiting for Snozorama to say something. I had stuff and things. Yes, you do. All right, so how it works is you now have mod powers. That means be careful. Don't time anyone out or ban someone unless you know that, no, they deserve timed out or banned. You do. You have the stuff and the things. you also can now change the cameras. It is exclamation, all one word, so no spaces between the words, main cam, mat cam, dog cam. Thank you so much for that $100 donation. Hold on, before you play with it, Cam, before you change it, let me give you your button pushes. Because there's no timer on the dog screen. All right, 100 divided by 5 should be 20. Yep. I can do math. All right, 20 button pushes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're back up over 4 hours again. Yes. So you is now your power. You can change cameras anytime you want, and you can time out Agnew. I know I'm not under 4 hours anymore. And that's all Schnauzerama's fault. I know. It's unfortunately with all of the temporary bans and stuff, it kind of broke Twitch a little bit. And then I couldn't get it working anymore, and that's when we used a different bot. That's when we used Kitten's gift bot. And unfortunately, we don't use that one anymore. Yeah, exactly. Because Kittens couldn't, she couldn't keep up with the API, and so it just, yeah. But no, the snapping, that was funny. When we could do it, it was great. For anyone that wasn't around during then, we had a bot one time that you could donate. And if you picked a time out, you could, I think it was $50 to time out a specific person, or $10 to randomly time out a couple of people. Yeah, no, that one was a lot of fun. And so it would temporarily time people out and ban them, and it was great. Yes. And that's what a lot of the problem became. So, Schnauzerama, you do have a dog over in the dog cam. You do have Miss Bonnie. Do we not have dog cam on this Hold on. I just realized, did I get rid of the dog cam? Oh no, it's next to me. It's right there. I forgot. Yep, I agree. I have sympathy too, because APIs suck. The moment that you update anything, it breaks a lot of APIs, and then you gotta fix everything. But that was a lot of fun. Now, the cool thing about Mix It Up is you can actually program and upload it to the system. So if someone were to somehow create another bot that could do that, we absolutely could download it and use it. But I cannot program, so it cannot be me. So yeah, so Schnauzerama right now in the dog cam is Miss Bonnie. Today may be the last time you get to see her, because on Saturday she is meeting her potential forever family. If they love her and she loves them, she is going home with them. I had an idea for an app, so I told Leshki about it, and Leshki's like, oh, I think I can make that. I'm like, yeah! I cannot wait. But I'm not going to say anything until I know if this is going to work. Oh, that's cool, Minnie. So Bookworm was saying that Noah's swim team did amazing, which I heard about and is awesome news. Very excited for Noah. So yay. Oh, that reminds me. I was supposed to check. Okay. There was a lot of chatter going on in the rescue Facebook group. So I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on? It's fine. They're just preparing for all the events this weekend. Taco and Whiskey are like, Mom, we're all alone up here. We want you to spend time with us, Mom. If Paco didn't pee on things down here, I would bring all three of them and put them in the little puppy cave. Oh, and I forgot to say, Schnauzerama, thank you so much for your $100 donation for Starlight. You are amazing. I super appreciate your donation. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sitting here like, oh, wait, I didn't actually say thank you. I need to do that. So I should at least get all of these rows sewn and get the rows laid out to see if I've messed anything up. I can probably get to sewing, actually pinning all the rows together, but I don't think I can go beyond much of that if I'm going to finish in enough time to go and watch my husband's live stream for his softball game at 8:30. But I am going to stream again Sunday. So whatever's on that clock, we will continue on Sunday. And as long as Starlight updates Tiltify with that $500 donation we got over on the website before the time runs out, I will add it to the stream that may never end. That is 100 button pushes. Go take a nap. Recharge your battery. Or you mean on Sunday you're going to take a nap? Oh, okay, after the stream. Okay. I also thought you were leaving right now to go take a nap. Or maybe you were going to say you're not going to be here Sunday because you're taking a nap all day. Oh. See, that just sucks that you have to be working on Saturdays with this project. Okay, just making sure my child didn't message me again. Oh, are there protests in your area, Minnie? I have never actually been to a protest before. What, this weekend? I didn't hear anything about that. Oh, is that this? Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. So that's this weekend? Yeah, I think the only time a protest has ever happened anywhere near where I was going to be was at TwitchCon last year. There was a No Kings protest in, where were we? San Diego? San Diego? Yeah, we're in San Diego. But because I was basically working TwitchCon, unfortunately, I couldn't partake. And I couldn't join it and do any of that stuff. Let me know how it goes, please. That is super cool that you guys are all going to go do that. Excuse me. Although I did, they did have a table in the park afterwards that I went and I was chatting with the people because they had petitions. And I'm like, well, I live in Canada. Can I sign the petition? They're like, no, unfortunately, you have to physically live in the U.S. to be able to do it. I'm like, oh, that sucks. That's okay. I remember a project in high school that we were learning about petitions and how they work and what they do, and we had to think of something that we wanted to have a petition, and then we had to go around. That's not right. That one. Did I mix them up? I must have. Yeah, I must have mixed them up. We had to go around and try to get as many signatures as we could on the petition. Yeah. And I don't remember what the petition that I did was about at all. Like, I have no clue, like, why I did a petition. It was something silly, like, having pizza on Wednesdays in addition to Fridays or something in the cafeteria. All I know is that my petition got the most votes of anyone. Like, got the most signatures. Well, of course you want to read the text before you sign. Yeah. You never want to sign and put your name down on something unless you understand what you are signing. That is just... I was going to say common sense, however, it's not. Because, show of hands, how many people just scroll to the bottom whenever you get the give me your electronic consent, when you see the consent things and you don't read any of it? You're just like, okay, whatever, it can't be bad, I'm signing. All right. It is almost moment of truth time. Did Tony screw something up? Yes. It is definitely a risk, sir. That makes me happy that you read the Twitch associate contract. Because especially with contracts, you should always read them. Or ask a lawyer to read them. So on Sunday, my next stream, I'm thinking it will probably be first thing in the morning. I'll probably stream morning to early afternoon because that is when my husband is coming home from his softball tournament. And I need to go pick him up. So once I know generally about what time they'll be home, then I will say in Discord around the time I'll probably start. It definitely won't be evening. Yeah, that's true, Malfunct. That most of the time you have paid for the thing before you can agree to you can consent to the terms. Alright, are we ready for Moment of Truth? Hopefully none, Malfunct. Like I said, Moment of Truth. Hopefully I did not flip anything. Right, left, right, left. Right. This is the only thing with the really big quilts that I do, is that you don't get to the moment of truth until you're like really, really into it. Oh, look what I did. Well, that's definitely backwards. Alright, is everything else good though? Yep, everything else is good. This is just backwards. Okay, he told me 8:30. He just went live. Have they started the game already? Yeah, they're starting the game early. Alright, let me mute it. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna lay this out and then I'm done. Alright, let's see. Towards the black. Let's do that. And hopefully, that's the only mistake I've got. And that one's pretty obvious. Much better. I know. Well, see, that's the problem with a lot of these tournaments, is they could start up to 45 minutes early, because it all depends upon the previous games. They have times, but they're told, hey, you have to be at the diamond an hour early in case we start your game early. All right. I don't like how the gem goes into her face, but I can't help that because that is the sprite. I adjusted a few things of the sprite already. No, you can't even blame the time zones. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go watch him play. I'm just making sure that there's no other flip pieces. I think it's good. Yeah. Alright, I think it's good. Alright. Yeah, they're just doing warm-ups right now. See. I will. I know it'll be fine. It just annoys me. You know what a perfectionist I am. And crap. We are starting just above 4 hours. Alright, so today is 3/26. We are sitting at $6,140. And time left on the clock, 4 hours and 56 seconds. Fantastic. I mean, yeah. It is. We're still waiting on. So we did have a $500 donation over on the website. So normally they update those either Monday or Tuesday. So they'll probably update that soon. So we'll see. All right. I love you guys. What do I want? You know what? I'm not gonna stream. I'm not gonna raid anyone. Well, actually, maybe I should. Is there anyone streaming for Starlight? Because this is the last weekend. Sunday's the last day. This is the final weekend. Well, technically, like next Wednesday's it's the end of March. So I should see. Oh, you know what? See, that's an 18 plus. I think. Is Shiro streaming for Starlight? I don't think he is. I saw he went live. Yeah, he is. I don't know why it didn't show up in the thing. All right, let's go raid Shiro. Raid the Lord Shiro. Fantastic. All right, guys, if you don't follow Shiro yet, please go give him a follow. He is an amazing, awesome, fantastic Starlight streamer. And what is he doing? Oh, he's playing Super Mario Maker. Fantastic. That'll be fun. I may go put him on my iPad while I watch my husband on my phone. I love you guys. I will be back Sunday sometime mid-morning. And then we will continue on with the stream that may never end. We'll finish up Daisy and then work on the cracking egg. I mean, if you don't get any other donations, I may try to stream 4 hours on Sunday. I don't know. I got more energy on Sunday, so I can go longer. We'll see. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Good night. Oh, and if you're on YouTube, we are doing what's called a raid. We're taking our Twitch following and heading to another Twitch streamer. I love you guys all. Don't forget to be kind. Spread kindness. Make someone's day. Compliment someone tomorrow. Do whatever you can to make this world a better place.